Hey guys, please make sure to stay until the end. We will explain how you can avoid replacing that sensor, what you can use in some cases as well. All that will be covered in this video today. Hey guys, welcome back to Auto Repair guys. Super quick, helpful video to any of you having a Maserati Levante Ghibli Quattroporte guys, GranTurismo, it could be even. We'll demonstrate on the V6, but it may work on the V8 engine as well. If you have code P2242, that indicates problem with oxygen sensor, bank 2 sensor 1. Stay with us, we'll explain what can cause that, how we can fix it guys, what you need to do. We'll talk about testing it and how in some cases you may not even need to replace the sensor. All that will be covered in this video for your convenience. Please make sure to stay until the end. Before we start guys, let us tell you a little bit about us. Every single car we get here at the garage, we try to make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. We show you how to fix engines, transmissions, bodywork, engines, computers, electrical components, fuses, relays. Why we guys do that? To save you as much money as we can. All we need guys in return, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, that way we can keep making and providing these videos for free. And check out our YouTube channels, we have more than 17,000 free repair videos that can save you thousands of dollars in future repairs. So let's start on it now. So guys, what we're doing here, we're going to get the X2 now. This is amazing scanner, by the way. If you want to see where you can get it from, we'll share the information in the description of the video below. So we need to find the OBD port on that Maserati. If you have Levante Ghibli Quattroporte, I think they call it Quattroporte, some people. Right here guys, okay, we're going to come and connect the OBD port. Check it out now. Okay, you can actually even see the voltage, a little bit low voltage here, which is not a good sign. We'll recommend guys, if you have low voltage, okay, never do diagnostics and programming or anything like that. Have actually guys, charger connected to the battery. I turn the lights off. I want to see the voltage. It's still unstable. It's at 11.8 volts. So definitely not good guys. What we need to do now, we're going to turn the ignition switch on, okay, to the run position, but do not press the brake pedal. That way the car will not start. You have the lights on only. Okay, wow, that Sabia interior looks amazing guys in the camera. It makes me so happy. So here we're going to click VIN, out scan. I'm going to turn all the fans down. We don't need fan. Okay, let me make sure that the radio is off, everything is perfect. And now once it connects, it's going to take a little bit of time. It's going to ask us exactly a few more questions about the vehicle. It may ask you to confirm the model. For instance, Levante 2017. Okay, we're going to go to system selection, and we're going to have quite a few low voltage codes. So here we're going to select the V6, okay, engine, the gasoline engine, and we're going to read the trouble codes. So what do we have here now guys? Okay, O2 sensor, you can see O2 sensor P2239, that's the code, and P2242. So two oxygen sensors are not working correctly, as you can see right here guys, and we have automatically misfire on cylinder 1, 2 and 3 due to that as well. So let's talk, okay, what else can cause that now. So code P2242 guys, this is O2 sensor 2/1 pump cell current circuit high. So O2 sensor means oxygen sensor 2, okay, that's bank 2, that's on the second cylinder head. The first sensor 1 means the first sensor, that's the one before the catalytic converter. So let's explain what causes that and how we can fix it. Code P2242 guys indicates problem with oxygen sensor bank 2 sensor 1. Sensor 1, that means that's the oxygen sensor before the catalytic converter. It's super important for the engine. Why? Because it reads how much gas, how much air you still have present in the exhaust manifold, and it's going to tell the engine computer, okay, we need to add maybe more fuel, less fuel, more air, less air, so we have really nice balanced mixture. That's for emissions and power as well. The sensor 2 is actually after the catalytic converter. The only job for that sensor is to detect if the catalytic converter is doing its job. But we need to replace sensor 1, bank 2 sensor 1. Come here on the engine, I want to show you guys here now what do we have. Check it out. If we come right here, okay, that's the engine. We remove the engine cover. For any of you that don't know how to do it, guys, video will be on the channel, check it out. It's simple, but we don't blame you. Sometimes people are new to cars, so check it out if you need help with that. Coming here on the exhaust, do you guys see that sensor right there? Okay, that sensor is bank 2, sensor 1 on the driver's side. Follow the cable, we still follow it, and we come to right here. This is the connector for that sensor. That's the one that we will, guys, okay, need to disconnect and replace. Let's explain how to do that now. So guys, once in a while, if you use the catalytic system clean, that can clean oxygen sensors, that can get rid of those codes sometimes too. If you don't want to do the job, I recommend to run 1 or 2 of those through your fuel tank. We have a special video how it can fix code P0420 and P0430 as well, how it fixed it for us on Mercedes and a Porsche vehicle as well. But sometimes it can help with those codes on oxygen sensor bank 1, bank 2, sensor 1, guys, because it keeps the whole system clean and it can clean the components of the sensors too. So we recommend to try that, run it for a couple of fuel tanks. Okay, if it doesn't fix it, you will need to replace them. So for P2242, everything's still a little bit warm here. We're going to open that, okay, that holder right here. Okay, that's for the wire, right? One is out. One more on this side. Okay, let's come right here in an angle so you can kind of see it right there, guys. Okay, perfect. Because without the light it's a little bit inconvenient. That one's out. We have one more on top, right there. Let's disconnect that one. Okay, now the connector. Let me see, you just slide it out. It goes in that guide here. We're going to pull that yellow piece out. Press here. You need to bring these 2 pieces together. Press down and remove it. The only thing we're left now is to get the oxygen sensor loose. How we're going to do that? Let me show you guys. Okay, we're going to get all the wrenches going, everything. Want to show you the sockets, things, what we have. Okay, I'm going to get the gloves in a little bit because I can severely burn myself. Never work on it if it's hot. That's the exhaust. You're going to burn your skin. Let it sit overnight, work on it next morning without starting it, guys. Ours is a little bit warm. We're in a hurry here. We need to get things going. Okay, to call it a day, and we're gonna be taking that one on a ski trip, so we need to get it done tonight for sure. And what I'm going to do quick, of course, remove my watch because there is a chance that I'm going to scratch it severely there as well. That's the oxygen sensor socket that we'll be using. Very inexpensive. That's a life-saving device. We'll put the information in the description of the video below where you can get it from. It goes through the wire. We'll show you in a second. Okay. Let me see now if I can go. Okay, here I need to turn it. Okay, so that is getting it tight. So we need to come on this side. Let me show you what we do now. Okay, we go like that, through the sensor, through the wire, and we just get it loose. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to attempt those. Okay guys, I'm not going to lie to you. These are sometimes really tight because of the exhaust here, and they reach temperatures that are unseen sometimes. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get the 2 there first, and then I'm going to install, okay, the extension and the socket, because otherwise, okay, I might not be able to. So let me see if I can get it over. Okay, that thing is quite hot from what I see. Perfect, it's on. The 2 is on. Check this thing out, it's right there. Now I'm going to attempt, I won't be able to do it with this one. I'll attempt to do it with the small ratchet now. Let me see. But if it doesn't work, okay, what we'll need to do, I need to get a bigger bar. Okay, so that thing is super tight. What I'm going to assume, I'm going to get a bigger 2 and we'll continue. Okay guys, so yeah, looks like we got it loose. Okay, give me a second now. Looks like we're getting it, guys, with the bigger arm. Let me see how I'm going to... Ah, that's hot. Oh, that hurts. That big thing, I need to remove the extension now, one of them. Let me see if I can get over it. I think it got loose. I think I turn it. Oh, it's going by hand. That's one good thing about those oxygen sensors. The moment you get them loose, they go by hand. Okay, so we need to flop the cable. And that's it, guys. Oxygen sensor, bank 2, sensor 1 has been removed just like this one. So here, guys, we're going to remove the cover. Now they're pre-treated with anti-seize, so hopefully it's not going to be stuck next time we need to remove it. That's perfect. We're going to go ahead and start threading it there. Careful not to bang it, not to drop it, because that can damage oxygen sensors real easy. They have breakable materials inside. Okay, so I'm getting it tied by hand until it stops going. Okay, check this thing out now. It's going, guys. Okay, stopped. Now I'm going to use the little ratchet this time. We don't need anything humongous, okay, to get it tied now. So I'm going to go over with the tool and I'm going to install the extension, and then we're going to get the little ratchet. Now you need to tighten it, but you don't need to break it, right? They just tighten themselves from all the heat quite a bit later on. So let me see where exactly. Okay, the position of that one is I need to switch it a little bit to be able to fit it. And now okay, looks like, come on, go in, it's in. Now we're going to get it tied. Okay, that one's done, guys. Next we need to route it exactly the same direction that it was before. Right, so we're gonna go through here, under that cable. Okay, here it comes. I need to get my gloves off. I cannot work with the gloves here. Those are, okay, a little things to do. So we're going to install the cable here in that holder. Press it in. Next I'm gonna go on top, through here. We're gonna go install it in that one here now. Press it in. One more on this side, same thing. Close that one too. Install the connector. Listen for that good click. Yeah, okay, come on. Give me a second because I want to see where is the other one, if it's exactly the same connector. It looks like it's the same, it just hit somewhere a little bit, it didn't want to go all the way in. Okay, it's in. Okay, all the way, clock it. And now we need to install it here on the holder, which it slides over. And we're ready, guys. You can see, just like this one. Guys, now, oxygen sensors. Before you replace them, those are known as upstream oxygen sensors. Upstream oxygen sensor is the one before the catalytic converter. If you want to see how to test upstream oxygen sensor, we'll have videos on our YouTube channels that will teach you how to do that. If you want to see how to test downstream oxygen sensor, that's for the catalytic converter, we'll have those videos as well for any of you looking for that. So that's how you guys fix code P2242 on Maserati, guys. Need to replace in most cases bank 2 sensor, 1 oxygen sensor, inspect the wiring harness, inspect to make sure you don't have a melted wire. It could be easy fix as well. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to let us know. Hopefully the video was helpful. Thank you for watching. See you next time.